We got into a position there where we should have got a little bit more. The pitch was a little bit trickier day 1 and 2 for batting. We got into a position there where we would have liked to be even. That's 50 runs there. But there's a lot of small margins in this test match. But for me, extremely proud of how we fought. You never want to lose test matches. Of course you don't want to. But the challenge that we had to our group last night and this morning was that we will fight with everything that we've got within us to try and make England do anything and everything to beat us. And they have. They've thrown the kitchen sink at us. And just towards the end of the day, unfortunately, it needed to be a loser, which has been a fantastic 5 days of Test cricket where both teams were on top and in some sessions were on par. But probably for the majority of the Test match, England were better than us.
Your particular shot was that just a mental area or was it premeditated, or was that a crucial stage in the match, obviously?
Yeah, hindsight of that, everyone around the bat with square leg and mid-wicket up, probably just to go over the guy, because there's no one on the fence that can catch you there, but to sweep it in the middle of the two was a mental error at that stage. Generally, when you have a few guys around the bat and the ball's spinning out the rough, you try and manipulate the field a little bit by just getting one of them or two of them away from your bat, and then you can play normally again. But yes, so that situation, obviously all we needed was for me just to drop anchor. And same as suppose the same as Quinny, you can say we were going really well there, felt like things were under control, and the same thing for him to probably give England 2 wickets there on a wicket that was still good was probably at the end of the day going to be the difference.
Daniel, for this game.
Just on those dismissals in the second innings, obviously Dean's in the first. I mean, are these just, as Dean said, brain farts, just quirks of the game? I mean, or does it kind of point to something perhaps on the side that needs to be looked at?
No, I mean, definitely not. I think in the first innings, a lot of people would say that you must play spin aggressively in the first innings as well, and you must try and put pressure on the spinner in the first innings and make sure you go through the gears. You push a mid on back, you push a mid off back, and then it opens a one. Dean's strength is probably hitting more over mid on. He was angry at that time that it's probably a shot that he wouldn't play as much. But if he popped that over his head, then we would have said that's great cricket, putting the spinner in the first innings under pressure. But when you get out, it does look silly. And then today, as I said, 1 or 2 mental errors, but if you look at a batting unit point of view from where we were 2 months ago, where we were very weak mentally in India, where we exploded pretty quickly. Today and last night was an opportunity for us, if we were mentally weak again, to go in a similar direction, and we didn't. So as I said now in the post-match, it's just about improving as a young Test team and making sure that we are getting better. Sometimes you'll still lose by improving, and that was the case for me the last 2 days. I think as a batting unit, we can take confidence from seeing guys like Peter Malan, the way that he played. Rassie dropping anchor there, doing what the team needs. There were some real good signs for us from a batting point of view this Test match. Yes, there's still a lot of room for improvement, but I do feel we are improving.
Faf, we saw this game go into the last half an hour already, and there's a lot of talk at the moment about 4-day Test matches. This morning, CSA issued a press release saying they're in support of 4-day matches. What do you think?
Well, I suppose you got to ask CSA what their opinion is of them directly. My opinion myself is that I'm a fan of Test cricket going 5 days. The great draws of the game always goes to 5 days. I'm not speaking on the other stuff that comes to 4-day cricket. I understand that money will probably be, it's a lot of money being burnt on day 5 cricket because so many Test matches is not going 5 days. So there will always be an opinion for both, and people will sit 50-50 on it. My own personal opinion is I'm still a purist of the game because I've been part of some great draws that went 5 days, and today is no different. There would have definitely not been a result in 4 days on the surface that we played now. So Yes, they don't go a lot of 5 days, but it's still special when you've got Ben Stokes running in towards the end of the day. He's absolutely shattered from bowling long spells of bowling, and we're just trying to survive. That for me is what makes that extra day so special.
Ken and Lloyd.
Faf, how frustrating is it for batsmen to do all that hard work, bat for hours, really sort of deny themselves, and then get out and probably 3 of you got yourselves out rather than the bowlers did, and then you look at the end of the day and you 9 overs short of safety.
You always look at situations where you go, we should have been better there, what ifs. But as I said, I have to look at it from a holistic point of view, where we go, we put the England team in, or we batted for 120 overs there on a day 5 pitch. Yes, it was a good pitch. There was a little bit of spin on offer, a little bit of reverse this morning and late last night. So for me, you're not going to have a perfect batting condition or performance from every time when you play. So right now, yes, we made 1 or 2 mistakes, and we know what those mistakes were. But that's Test cricket, it's about pushing each other mentally until one breaks. And today that happened where there was 2 soft wickets where you gave the opposition, but the rest of the time there was real fighting spirit out there, and you could see it from every batter that he went out. It wasn't about his own performance and scoring runs, it was about occupying the crease. And for me, from a team point of view, that's a step in the right direction.
Last questions for Faf are going to be Lloyd, Telford, Craig and Niren, and then Luton is going to do off the cards.
Just playing a home test match in front of a largely English crowd, is that disappointing as players?
It's not disappointing, it's incredible to see the support for the English fans, and you could see towards the end of the day how much that helped them. It did feel like we played in England, that's how it felt, but you have to take your hats off to the crowd. I mean, they've obviously got a bit of energy from a few beers to keep them going, but to do it for so long that's incredible. So, I mean, you would have heard people saying a few times that it's like a 12th man when a crowd is like that, and today was no different. It carried them through a hard day, which was tough for them on the field, and you could see the energy that they were taking from the crowd. So no doubt it helped them quite a bit this last day.
Faf, mine is similar to that. What's it feel like to see Joe Root able to stand in the split court and go, come on, more noise at the home cricket?
Yeah, I thought it was Virat Kohli there for a second, because he was doing that in India as well. They love coming to Cape Town. It's one of the best tourist places in the world. You don't blame them. I'm surprised they haven't sung that song with a pound in the round yet, which they always sing. One of the best places to come for the cheapest, and on top of that you get to watch at one of the best grounds in the world as well. So yeah, next time hopefully we can put a block on the amount of tickets we give away.
Just as obviously a young batting lineup, just some of the positives, Peter Malan and Rassie, what really impressed you in the obviously new to Test cricket?
That's what's needed for us to move forward in this phase that we are in now. Every phase that we've been through as a Test team that needed some change, you had guys stepping into shoes and doing well straight away. Starting with JP, AB, Ashwell, all those guys, they came in, they did well straight away. I got an opportunity, got in straight away, did well. You need guys to come through in a transitional period and put their hand up and say, listen, I want to make this spot my own. And the way that Peter played this Test match looked like he's played 100 Test matches, and that's really pleasing and positive for us as a Test team, that we can and have still a lot of players that can come through the domestic game and perform. And I spoke in length about the experience that they bring, even that they are young. They know the games, that they've done well at domestic circuit. So that helps the transition period a little bit, to make it a little bit smoother. So glad for him that he got to score big runs at the place that he's from as well. And I know he was very disappointed, because when you look at his record, he's an unbelievable conversion rate when it comes to hundreds and big hundreds. And that's what I'm hoping to see a lot from him.
Finally, Niren.
Faf, you mentioned the batting implosions in India and a newfound fighting spirit now.
What do you attribute that to? And it's been a difficult process from then to now.
Yeah, I think, we all took a hard look at ourselves after the Indian series, and as a team, probably even before the coaching staff came on board, there was that we needed to be stronger, we needed to be better, and that we weren't going to be allowing for just average to be average. We want to try and get back to where we need to be as a test team. So that's where it started, and then obviously with the new coaching staff coming on, that's the same message that has been talked about a lot. Greats like them coming into the dressing room, when they speak it authentically because they've done it themselves. So when they talk about it, you do get inspired by it as well, and then you want to go out and prove it that we have it. So yeah, today was a huge step in the right direction. That this team, it's important for South African cricket teams that we always show fight. I don't think people will ever point the finger if we lose, and we lose in a fighting spirit. It's just when we give up too easily, and it happens like it did in India. I think then us as a team are very disappointed, and rightly so should our fans.